We have been collaborating with some art students to create artistic sculptures so that we can see which are more suitable as habitat for rockfish specifically. Rockfish are a species of fish that we find in our oceans. There are about 37 different species that we find within British Columbia. They're right in the middle of the food web. So above them you've got seals and sea lions, but then down below they also help to control populations of smaller fish or crabs or other invertebrates. Rockfish can live over 100 years. They mature late in life as well, so they may not be until 20 years until they start having offspring. They're actually very susceptible to illegal fishing. If someone's out there fishing for rockfish before they've had a chance to reproduce, then you're not allowing those populations to continue growing or to stabilize. Once they finally settle in an area, they need to have enough cover for them to be protected. So if you don't have that rocky area, if you don't have those crevices, little nooks and crannies for them to hide, it can be very difficult for them to be able to survive. And so by being able to provide that for them, just gives them a little bit of extra help in the ocean.
For most of us, a lot of the stuff we make, we don't get to see it have a positive impact quite like this. I mean, we make art and that's valuable in and of itself, but this is a chance to be involved in something helpful and something that can make a difference, which is really powerful, I think, for all of us.
I love the ocean. I grew up in Vancouver. It's really important to me. I thought this was a great cause that I could get involved in. Something that's going to be there for hundreds of years. It feels good to be a part of this project.
Initially, I had a few ideas. The first one was just fish heads. Some of the feedback that I got was that that's a distressed look, and this absolutely is a distressed look.
So a lot of other artificial reefs that you might see could have concrete blocks or even car tires. And what makes this project really unique is we engaged the art community and we asked them to create unique sculptures so that not only does it provide good home for species, but we're also comparing within the reef of how animals are coming to each individual sculpture. We're on the barge right now, and one by one we're going to be placing these sculptures into the ocean here.
It's really very satisfying and exciting knowing now that the dive community is involved and they're all excited about seeing the pieces.
I've always been interested in public art, but I've never really thought that public art could be both for humans and animals. I can't wait to see the updates, to see what kind of life is attaching to our sculptures and if the fish are taking to them. It blew my expectations away.
It's so important to be able to combine arts and science. They're completely different, but they don't have to be. Not only does it broaden your perspective on life, but you can come up with some really interesting products. We went to go dive on the reef about a month later after an installation, and it's actually progressing quite well. Things are definitely starting to move in. The animals know that there's habitat there, and I'm really excited to see even more months from now how that continues to grow. Everybody plays a part in conservation. No matter where you're from, no matter where you work, you have a part to play in helping to protect these amazing species that live on this planet.